striving for truth amidst intrigue. Likes and tales fuel this true crime journey.
5 people in chat and 255 only. Wow. Okay, everybody get up to 420 likes and I will do, what should we do it, 20 memberships or 50? Whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna put words. You guys
fast though. I need enough likes going up real quick. Well, I'll do some more reading, and some of the ladies can help and put the number in the chat to how many likes are going on here. And if you get here, like Ann Englehart, OECU Stevia, no, I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I've tried baking with it. Azuri Bella, I don't, some of these people we don't recognize. Please like, subscribe, share. And before I read into this, let's get those likes up so I can gift a bunch so you guys can win some Foxy stuff because it's good.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. Because it doesn't matter if you're 20 or you're 60. You're gonna like the stuff in the Foxy boxes. So
yes, she customizes it to you, people. They're not just like I have a box and then you're just getting a box. She customizes it to you. So it's an amazing thing.
We also are, if we can get the likes up, we're going to give away a troll. I showed you guys that. If we get over 400 likes, we'll give a troll Gone tumbler. The ones that's like troll spray. Those are dope. And the tumblers are, I have them just sitting on my desk everywhere. So guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get this in the algorithm, okay? You guys do want Guilty of Crime merch and Foxy Box, I promise. All right? All right, let's go. Good to see you guys. Thank you. Is it my turn to read or yours?
No, it's another one from Stefan.
Okay,
late night.
5:31
on is 48. So this was Saturday night. Okay. Hey, so the other neighbor I had was unhappy because he couldn't use the phone when he wanted to. So he decided to respond by breaking the fire sprinkler in his cell and flooding his cell, the hallway, and my cell in the process with filthy black water from the sprinkler system.
Jail chaos.
Yes. Luckily, he had been fuming and talking about doing it for half an hour before he did it. So I decided to get all my books and property up off the floor just in case, and a good thing too, because I left my cell to meet with my attorney. And about 15 minutes into the meeting, one of the floor officers came in and informed me that my neighbor is an idiot and broke his sprinkler. And she wanted to check if I had anything important on the floor because the whole hallway was flooding. I just shook my head and laughed and said, nope, I'm all good. What a dumb thing to do. I try to warn him against it, but he can be a real knucklehead. He didn't think it through very well since he got soaked with the nasty water too. There's no way to stop that stream once you start it. Me and the officers were laughing about that a day afterwards. Anyway, he was moved to medical and now I have a new neighbor. I bet the officers in medical are not happy he's there either. It was funny today. The same floor officer who told me about the flood was working today while I was chatting with my new neighbor about manga. And she walked over and said, oh gosh, I lost my place now. Aren't you much happier with your new neighbor now? You finally have someone you can really talk with about books. We laughed. And the other floor officer asked if the neighbor was better. And I said yes, and much more quiet and polite too. And they agreed. And we all had a chuckle about that too. A lot of the officers down here get along well with me and are very nice to me. It just took a little while to build a familiarity with them. Thank you, MM Clark. And the two that work today are often here and very nice to me and will often just automatically bring the tablet to me before I even ask, just to make sure I get it. I guess it helps that I don't ever cause trouble and that I'm quiet, polite, and courteous at all times. Some inmates just don't understand the concept of not making your time here any harder than it has to be. Anyway, I do hope you get to plant your fall garden. You will have to tell me what you are planting if you do. I'd love to hear about it. I will get this sent off now before the system goes down. Love and hugs. And now that's the last message.
All right. So guys, everything's up on the site. It's no longer just real quick before we get to it, because I'm getting questions about Guilty of Crime merch. It's now on guiltyofcrime.com merchandise. Everything is up. And it's no longer a Google Doc or whatever. That was a Google form. We are getting that situated, and now it's all situated. All right. So we're doing it. Yeah, we want to make it easier. Thank you, Tiff, to the
Tiffany
person.
did an amazing job.
Big shout out to Tiffany for doing that. She does that all by herself, and it's all in her hands. So she gets it approved by me. We're good to go. So you guys, that, and I also want to shout out to Wyatt. Wyatt, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. I know you're 16, but you know what? I was watching true crime at that age with my mom's consent. And I want to say, I don't care what anybody says about having a 16-year-old on my channel. Your parents okay it. I'm okay with you. You're one of my favorite people here. So I just want you to know that. I love Wyatt. I was watching and reading about true crime since I was like 9 years old, probably before. So hats off to this
channel earlier. Wyatt, can you remember the name of that lady, the channel that you were on? She was really
Zav. He was on Zav though.
He was on someone today, and that lady was talking about like with the she's talking about Lori Vallow. That was crazy.
Share screen. I'm gonna play a video when you're done talking. This is the behavior panel. It's the body lines, between the lines of body language, and it's a 10-minute video that is talking about Jen. It condenses everything, so we're not re-listening to something that we've heard on my channel, but we want to make sure that in order for Jenn Soto, or in order for Madeline Soto to get justice, Jenn Soto needs to be in jail and then prison, just like Stephen Stearns. The more I hear about this case and the more things I hear from people, Jenn Soto absolutely is culpable. And I believe that she is so much more involved than a lot of us even know, you guys. Just trust when I say that. And when things come out, then you'll say, yeah, okay, we've been, following guilty of crime. We trust that she's giving us evidence or giving us the right information without necessarily all the evidence, because I can't always do that, right? So
I found it interesting that Deborah talked about stuff in with Jen. God, I just blanked out on it. Never mind. Never mind.
That damn TBI. All right, I think she raged on Maddie. No, Anna, I think she not only raged on Maddie, but I absolutely think that she was taking pictures and distributing them before Stefan came along, during Stefan, and she would have done it if she could have continued to. But I do think a big part of the plan, she put it into place to erase the phone, to do the hard resets. She was confident that those images were going to be gone. And she said,
that's it. About the PPP loans and how Yolanda and all those businesses and using alter egos confirmed what we had talked about, that some people were saying that didn't happen from her, but
and whatever, you know what, we report on what we report. It's for entertainment purposes. When we feel we're wrong, we come back. But I'm not going to take a video down because, and I don't care what anybody says. We focus on this channel and our true crime. It doesn't matter. We're not going to get into that. And you're welcome for the gifted membership. Let's listen together. Buckle in, because we're going to give away some things after. We do have a giveaway for international people that Synth has put together. She will send, if you win something international, she doesn't want you to feel left out. All right. So Bree says, yes, Jay, you're absolutely right.
Yes, Ann Wilson's. I have to go and get more stamps because I misplaced my other global stamps. But this is international. It's going to go all the way to England. Woohoo!
Yes. So you guys will win, and we do give away so many things over here. So all right, we're going to get down to this, Jenn Soto. It's not too long. It's about 10 minutes. We're going to make some comments, and then we're going to give stuff away. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being respectful. I know how mad you guys are and how you feel. I understand. But being respectful has nothing to do with whether you're angry, upset, mad, sad. Respect just comes because, you were taught to respect, right? So I do appreciate that. My mom taught me how to be mad and also respect people at the same time. So yeah, there you go. One day I'll be doing Interview with a Killer. Just remember that. All right. I will. That's what I want to do. I would love to go in and go face to face with the killer and, get all their answer. Absolutely. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's play this while we get ourselves gathered to give stuff away.
spoke about her birthday party. She had a birthday party on Sunday. She had a great time. I couldn't make it because I was working, but she had an amazing time. She was so happy with all her gifts. I told her good night, and yeah, that was it. I wasn't the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner.
My partner, my ass.
Yeah.
13,
She's 13 years old. Yeah.
13, Madeline.
Madeline.
What are you thinking right now?
I think that's the only time she ever mentioned her name when they asked how to spell it.
That is, they hadn't, and she had not said their name. Again, I'm going to compare Alisa Petrov because of the whole parent situation. You see what a parent that didn't do a thing and wants their child back versus Jenn Soto. Now, I had a good conversation with Lisa's dad. And boy, you guys, I got to tell you, true crime and seeing the front face of a video is so much different than what happens behind the scenes and what we can and cannot say. So many things are just remember that when you're watching something, just take it with, a grain of salt, because there's a lot of things that we cannot tell you. So what we do tell you gets through all the junk. But what I can tell you is that this is not a grieving mom. This is nothing like Alisa's parents. I'll tell you that. I'm talking about Alisa Petrov, the one that just got found. I was talking to her parents, her dad, this weekend, and boy, he had a lot to say. But he's not like Jenn Soto at all. All right, let's play this.
In my heart, I feel like somebody took her. This isn't like her to just pick up and run away, or just not go to school. Clara, what do you think?
Did you do?
Chase, what do you got?
We're still seeing some bizarre behavior here. And keep in mind, as we're saying this, none of us are saying that she was involved directly. And that if someone does have guilty knowledge, they could be covering up that guilty knowledge out of self-preservation because they've been threatened, because something else has been threatened to be taken away. So we don't know that yet. And maybe y'all will comment on what we see. Maybe there's some threats going on, or it's just self-preservation. So we'll see. But the shaking still